Hey guys, so this is a year-end video. This will be the final video for 2022 for Xeta Capital. I can't believe this is the last day of 2022 already. It's been an interesting year to say the least, especially in crypto. It has not been the prettiest year for crypto, actually. But we did launch Xeta Capital, and I want to go over just kind of a year-end summary, not a detailed summary, of course, and then also give some quick updates on different things you guys are wondering, such as the lakes and so on. So I'm looking at a tweet here from the 20th, 11 days ago. So obviously, we opened up the pre-sale in June of 2022. And in that time, there was a little over 3.2 million raised. As of this tweet was 11 days ago, 10.2 million had been paid out in claims, right? So this number was 11 days ago. Where it is right now, I don't have the up-to-date number, but this is just kind of an interesting by the numbers as of a little bit ago. And successfully bridging DeFi and TradFi with the HFT launching, right? We did launch the blue chip, of course. We decided to phase out the blue chip because it was obvious that people's desire and intention was to use the HFT, understandably so. The HFT had raised over $250,000 plus in profits for our community members. So these are people in the HFT with their zones. And this was as of 11 days ago, and I can even tell you this number was slightly even before this tweet, okay? So it was a little higher even as of this tweet, hence the plus. So it's actually probably much higher by now. Of course, over the holidays, there's some banking holidays and things like that, so that might have factored into it. Xeta Capital's charity wallet raised and donated enough funds to James Project. If you recall, that is our official charity we are sponsoring. Please check them out at jamesproject.org. Check out my interview and discussion with Tiffany from James Project. And if you're looking for anything at the end of the year to donate to, James Project, please check them out. As a matter of fact, in our Discord, I'll go over it in just a moment, posted a project that if you could pick one project on their website, this would be one to consider, and I'll show you that before we finish here. But we raised enough funds for James Project to fund 4 months of shelter, food, and discipleship for a full home of abused children in Guatemala. Please continue to check out the work that they do. So let's check something out here. So the OTC is live. That went live as of this morning. There's a video out about how to use it. Please go check it out. We'll be posting a video on how to strategically use it along with buying and selling on the DEX, because there is some strategy to it. And if you've never used an OTC system before, there's ways to use both, actually. So go check that out. The Xeta Capital Fund itself has profited over 100% plus in just the first quarter. Now, if you recall, the first quarter, you had markets crashing, crypto crashing, you had a Fed continuing to raise rates, which is causing, in their eyes, they're trying to fight inflation. I won't even get into that, but it's causing the prices of a lot of things to come down. And that's also when equities are affected, commodities are affected, currencies are affected in different ways. With volatility, we still profited over 100% in the first quarter. Okay, and that will be evident by the audit that is literally being reviewed and finalized by the broker right now. You're talking months of manual trades having to be reviewed and completed to verify, right? So this is not like a one-page thing. This takes time to really verify the data, so that's what's being done right now. A lot of data to sift through. So I want to show something here. So I'm going to go to Xeta Capital's main Twitter page. What also happened is people got their first withdrawals from the HFT. Now, this didn't just happen. This actually happened, I think it might have been 1 to 2 weeks ago, actually. Even before that, people I know had actually received so this is the profits from their HFT. So you get enough zones, you get access to the high frequency trading, you deposit your Xeta tokens. This is the pulling of those profits. There were people getting profits that just didn't post about it, so we can see that on the blockchain. But there was the first person that mentioned it about a week or two ago. And of course, people are tweeting about it now. This individual had received all of them except for the top one is still pending. So pretty cool. First profits received from the HFT as well. So let's go over to an announcement that was posted about 2 weeks ago. The OTC is live, as you know. Lakes are finished. Lakes are finished. First lake is planned to be open between Tuesday and Wednesday. So that is, what day is that? That's going to be between January 3rd and 4th. Okay, that will officially begin that first 28-day cycle. Excuse me, 28-day cycle. So it's 31 days in January, and the lake launching on the 3rd would put 28 days right to the end of the month. So that will start that cycle of the lakes opening up. And as you know, the lakes are a little different than the pools, obviously. You don't pull your principal out, but it is open to as little as one zone. So you could have one zone and go into the lake, and your cap will be up to, not a guarantee, but up to 6%, as well as these other percentages you see in this announcement on the screen right now per month. Okay, so it's like a pool, you just don't retain your principal, right? And it is a monthly airdrop as well. There's a little bit of a time delay of getting the funds out of the HFT, so it's not going to be on the dot 30 days, but it's a monthly airdrop, okay? So you don't have to do anything with this. There's no go in and pull a percentage of your profits like the pool. There's no, I have to go in and manually claim things, anything like that. It's just an airdrop that's going to go right to your wallet at the caps that you see here on your screen, and you use your Zeta token to go in. And the idea is, because it's a $500,000 buyback every month, the likelihood is that if you miss a pool, you will likely have the lake available. Okay, I mean, it would take $500,000 to fill up the lake. So it's an opportunity to do something with your tokens if you missed a pool, and it's a pretty large body of tokens. So I doubt it'll fill up right away, but we'll find out. So that's scheduled to go live, the very first pool, this coming Tuesday, between Tuesday and Wednesday in that time frame. We did discuss a rollover. There's a delta between $100 and where we are now, so we have to make sure the economics of that are worked out in a way that don't damage the project. So that's to come, and that's all I can say is it's to come. It has to be worked on and rolled out in a way that makes sense. Okay, the HFT audit, like I already said, is undergoing right now, and all of those trades had to be manually completed, or verified, I should say, one by one. So this is a lot of data to sift through. It's not like a 1 or 2 page thing. If you've ever seen audits, if you recall the previous HFT data that I showed in a video, I think that was back in like July or August, it is like that. So it's manually verifying all of that data one by one by one. It's a lot of work to do. So, and you're talking about during a time where there was a lot of volatility as well. So there's even more trades happening. So anyway, that should be completed very, very soon. That will be posted, of course, on the Discord and the Twitter and so forth. And the partnership, as you know, was with ThorFi for the OTC. Big shout out to ThorFi. The OTC works great. They're super easy to work with, smart guys. And the OTC solution that they have, I think, is awesome. So that was part of that. As far as a charity update, so I want to share something here with you. So if you are looking to donate anything at the end of the year to a worthy project, please consider James Project. I had asked them specifically, if you could pick one project, what could you use the most help with? Obviously, they can use the help with anything, right? What's the one thing? 80-20, right? So they have a program on their website, which is a vehicle for family care. They need an SUV that will allow the staff to complete their home visits in a safe and timely manner, because currently they have like large vans that they use to transport kids to court appearances and pick up donations. Those vehicles are really allocated to that purpose. They need a car allocated just to complete home visits and things like that. So that's what this is. If you are interested in donating, please check this link out right at the top here. This is a direct link to that program. Otherwise, check out the link below it, which is all of their programs. And you can just give to whatever you want, if that's what you want. You can just give to them in general. They have just a general donation tab on their website. So James Project does a lot of great work. We're going to have them on again pretty soon just to talk about what they're doing. But please consider checking them out at the end of the year. This is one that I'm personally donating to myself, just to be transparent about that as well. So as far as any other updates are concerned, let's see. So we talked about the OTC is live. We will have an AMA on Tuesday as well. Nylok, Loki from Thorfy will be joining us, just like he had me on their last AMA. Go check that out. It's on our YouTube channel. It's just a brief 10-minute thing. We'll be bringing them on just to talk about the OTC system and what they're up to as well with Thorfy. And of course, the marketing. Everybody's been asking, when is the marketing starting? We're working with a really large firm, exactly how we want to market. I mean, marketing, as you know, is very specific, and we have a very specific audience. And, you know, as you know, the move with Uncharted has a very specific audience. So it's kind of trying to tie all this together to bring people in. And I think now that OTC is live, Lakes will be live in just a couple of days, the marketing will begin in January. Okay, I can confirm that. Also, people have asked about accelerators. So we found a way to build accelerators in a way that makes the math and the back end part a lot easier. Accelerators for sure coming January. If you don't know, it's in the white paper. Go read about the accelerators. Essentially, accelerators allow you to use your XETA tokens to increase your emissions. It does decrease the life of your zones a little bit, right? Depending on the accelerator. So there's going to be several different types of accelerators. They will apply to a certain number of zones. It's something that allows people to A, compound quicker, if that's the goal. B, be able to go into the pools and now the lakes with more tokens, right, at a time. And then continue after you take more of those tokens and go into the pools and lakes, being able to then compound and make up for the difference, right? So it gets people their goal quicker, whatever that goal may be. It's up to the person. So those are going to be out in January for sure. So we talked about lakes coming, just to summarize, lakes coming between Tuesday and Wednesday to start off the month of January. And every month after that will provide a monthly airdrop with the ROI caps you see on the screen. The OTC is now live. Some people have asked if we're going to be doing more with Thor. We have some things we're talking about, so I'll just kind of leave it at that. It's not, you know, when I look at partnerships, I look at how do both parties mutually benefit each other and support each other. It's not just like a one-off transaction. To me, it's lifting each other up, right? So we're talking about that as well. Marketing beginning in January, accelerators in January, AMA on Tuesday, Loki will be joining us. And of course, I mentioned the accelerators coming as well. And just everything that has been accomplished. I mean, bridging traditional finance with these type of utilities that I personally could never get access to, probably most of you watching could never get access to, and bringing that into DeFi to give access to something that would be probably out of reach 99% of the population is accomplishment that I haven't seen until now, right? And of course, you can see everything that's been paid out. The buybacks up to this point for open market as well as pools opening up is close to $5 million if it's not already climbed at that point, beyond that point by the time I finish this video, okay? All of that within, I think it's been about 5 months now, okay? All of that, by the way, with no marketing, okay? And all of that, by the way, with still some features that are coming and things that haven't even been mentioned yet as far as utility coming. So again, last video for 2022. It has been amazing to work with the team. Big shout out to everybody from Gaxis and from XETA and the community. And going on this journey has been ups and downs. It's just exactly like the image that I've shown. I've been showing this for, I don't know, a year and a half. I make myself sound so old, year and a half, right? In crypto, it may as well have been 25 years, but a year and a half at this point about what people think success looks like and what it actually looks like. And it's always the up and down, but you're moving up as you're going up and down, right? The downs don't cause you to fail as long as you're still moving up, right? And there's no such thing as a straight line up. It's always, you know, bumps in the road, hurdles to jump over. It's interesting because there's projects in this space that they hit hurdles, they're gone. They have a liquidity issue like we had, they're gone. They have delays and not hitting deadlines, they're gone, or they crumble, right? I mean, continuing to get up is actually how you succeed in life. It's only a failure if you stay down. So it's been an interesting year of ups and downs, but ultimately far more successes than really issues. Nothing more than that. And just being able to serve the community in a way that I think other projects have not done up to this point. And it's been fun, it's been a blessing, it's been exciting. And if you only saw what we have ready for 2023, you would be even more excited than I am right now. In due time, of course, to come. But AMA in just a couple days, lakes in just a couple days, audits, all sorts of stuff. Until then, thanks for tuning in. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next year.